Hi, good morning to everyone. Welcome to the class of midpoint theorem. And in last class we solved many numerical problems on midpoint theorem and its converse and equal intercept theorems. And we also learned the meaning of midpoint theorem and its converse and equal intercept theorem. And today's class we are going to solve some application problems. Because in your syllabus they are given only simple problems. I don't know whether they are asking simple or difficult level of problems. In that also we can go and solve some tricky questions in that exercise. First I am considering the problem. Prove that figures obtained by joining the midpoints of the adjacent sides of a rectangular is a rhombus. So I am considering here ABCD is a rectangle. So ABCD is a rectangle means AC is equal to BD. AC is equal to BD because diagonals. So in rectangle diagonals are always equal. So if you consider P and Q are midpoints of P and Q are midpoints of AB side and BC side of rectangle. So if PQ is half of AC, PQ is half of AC, that is equation number 1. Next, if I consider R and Q are the midpoints of the side BC and CD. BC and CD. That means RQ is equal to half of BD. This midpoints if you join, it is half of BD. So you know that if a line joining by any midpoints of two sides of a triangle is half of the third side. So that means this is equation number 2. They are given AC is equal to BD. AC is equal to BD means in the place of BD I am replacing AC also. That means from 1 and 2 PQ is equal to RQ. PQ is equal to RQ. So like similarly, so in geometry if I show one part is same in another part we can prove similarly. What we have to prove? If I am joining all the midpoints of the sides of the rectangle is equal to a rhombus. Rhombus means what? All four sides are equal. So here on sides are we proved, PQ is equal to RQ we proved. Similarly if you take midpoints like this means, so automatically SR is equal to SP. So these two sides are also equal. This is equation number 3 and 4. From 3 and 4, PQRS is a rhombus. So similarly means what? If you take S and R as the midpoint means SR is equal to half of DC. If you take P midpoint means that is SP is equal to half of BD. So like that you can consider means it will get SR is equal to SP. Similarly you can prove like this means it will get all the midpoints joining of the sides of the rectangle is equal to the rhombus. Next problem, D, E, F are the midpoints of the sides of AB, BC and CA of an isosceles triangle ABC. AB is equal to BC. Prove that DEF is also a isosceles triangle. So if I am considering the sides, D and E are the midpoints. D and E are midpoints. Midpoints means DE is half of AC. DE is half of AC. So next DF is half of BC. These two are midpoints, means if D and F are midpoints. If you consider EF is half of AB, when F and E are midpoints. Is it right? Just I am applying midpoint theorem here. So here they are given AB is equal to BC. So this is equation number 1, 2, 3. From 2 and 3, if they are only given AB is equal to BC, AB is equal to BC means if these two are equal means automatically DF is equal to EF. So DF is equal to EF. So in the midpoint joining side, these two sides are equal means automatically what happened? Therefore DEF is a isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. So like that, using midpoint theorem, we can show that so all the midpoints joining the triangle are also an isosceles triangle. Next problem. In triangle ABC, D and E are the midpoints of the side AB and AC respectively. D and E are the midpoints of the side AB and AD respectively. Through E at a straight line drawn parallel to AB. Through E, straight line drawn parallel to AB. Meets at BC at F. EF is parallel to AB. Prove that BDEF is a parallelogram and AB is equal to 16, AC is equal to 12, BC is equal to 80. Find the parallelogram, perimeter of the parallelogram. First we have to prove BDEF is a parallelogram. Parallelogram means what? Opposite sides are parallel and equal. So let us check. First I am consider in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, D and E are midpoint on AB and AC sides. AB and AC sides means that is DE is equal to half of BC. DE is half of BC. Half of BC means BF. DE is equal to BF. Then here DE parallel to BC, and this implies DE parallel. If DE is parallel to BC means DE is parallel to BF. So this is equation number 1, where E is the midpoint to join parallel. EF parallel to AB means, so that implies EF is equal to half of AB. Half of AB. Half of AB means EF is equal to what? ADB. So this is equation number 2. EF parallel to AB means EF is parallel to BD also. EF is parallel to BD also. So that means from 1 and 2 equation. Look at here. DE is parallel to EF means DE is equal to DE is parallel to BF means DE is equal to BF. EF is parallel to DB means second equation that both are equal. That means BD EF is a parallelogram. So next what we have to find out? Perimeter of parallelogram. That is perimeter of BDEF is equal to 2 times of DE plus EF plus BF. Or any time we can take. So we know that EF is what? Half of AB. EF is half of AB. Half of AB means they are given AB length 16. 16 to 1s are, to 8s are. That is EF length is equal to 8 centimeter. EF length is equal to 8 centimeter. Next, we have to find BF length. So we know that BF is half of BC. They are given BC length also. BF is half of BC. Half of BC means what here? 18. So that is 9 centimeter. 2 EF means what? 8 plus 9. 2 plus 8 plus 9. 17. 17 to sir 34 centimeter. So this is the answer. Still we find many problems on midpoint theorem and its converse also. So like this you have to solve set of problems in your test book. So please complete the class work of this chapter, and next class I will go with another new chapter. Thank you.